mosque. I'm a volunteer. A very warm welcome. So this is Khizra Mosque. You're in the community hall here. It's an honour to have the Lord Mayor here, Councillor Nawaz, Qaisra and others, teachers, head teacher from Germany. It's a real pleasure to be able to host you. So this is the multicultural city of Manchester, as you know. We're really pleased to have you here. I'm sure you've enjoyed your time here so far, and hopefully it will only get better now that you're in North Manchester.
The idea was to break down barriers between Muslims and non-Muslims, celebrate the culture, the heritage, the arts of the Muslim faith, tackle the scourge of Islamophobia, and actually in 5 very short years, it's actually achieved more than that. It is actually now an international festival, which actually is testimony to the fact that you people are here. It is a festival that spans over 6 months. There's no other international festival that does that. It spans over 6 months, and it's also in a very short space of time got an award, a Queen's Award as well, and that again is an immense achievement. And it's due to not only to Khizra, but all the volunteers and helpers over the last 5 years. So I don't want to take up much of your time. I know the Lord Mayor's after me. I hope you enjoy your visit in Manchester. I've already spoken to head teacher saying she loves Manchester.
Manchester's a proud history. You can see from the image of the bee all over Manchester, worker bee, and it symbolises Manchester's history and the hard work and its place at the first industrial city. Our 19th century textile mills were known as hives of the activity and their work compared to bees. Which, I hope you've seen them all over the city. There are symbols of the bees, and that's the history of it, is from the industrial history. Manchester is a regional capital of the Northwest and an ever-growing international profile, and a modern city with centres of excellence in health, in science and commerce, education, finance, culture and sport. And that's just small parts of it. It's amazing. I get to see this on a daily basis, what Manchester does. We are, as Nawaz says, we are a very welcoming city, and we're a city of hope, especially for our young people. I do hope you get the opportunity, but I realise you're going back tomorrow, but you have been visited. You've only here for 3 days. But I know your head teacher said that you've been to some school.
Yes,
Manchester Grammar School, and you've seen how.
We have lessons there, yes.
Yeah, and so, I know you're going back tomorrow, but is this your last event today then? And then you're going back tomorrow?
Event?
Your last thing tonight, and then you...
Yes, the lesson.
Okay.
Yes.
So thank you for inviting me here, and I'd like to wish all the Muslim guests here a very happy Ramadan. Thank you very much.
Show of hands for who this is their first visit to a mosque. So has anyone been to a mosque before? Okay, so many people haven't been to a mosque before, so any mosque. But a very warm welcome to all of you. Ramadan Mubarak is what we tend to say when the month comes and we greet each other, as many Muslims will be greeting their family and their friends tonight with the start of Ramadan tomorrow. 5 pillars of Islam: the declaration of faith, the salah, the zakat, but there are other reasons why people may choose to fast, such as developing empathy and sympathy with the poor and those that do not have food and drink. It helps you develop self-control, because when you're fasting, there are certain actions that you can't undertake that you would. Just to the Muslim tradition, we know from the other faith traditions, such as Christians, Hindus, Jews, and others as well, also have fasting in their faith, though it takes a slightly different form. So who is required to fast during this month? Those that are Muslim, those that reach the age of puberty.
To me, I cannot describe you my mental setting, not my emotional setting. It is just a very deep happiness I have, and the gratitude for all of you to host us here, to make this couple of days we have been spending in Manchester very precious, very enriching, as well as unforgettable. I think this was our aim, or this was my dream when I started to prepare this trip. I hope all of my students, or the majority, share my feelings. I'm looking at you do not hesitate to protest if you disagree. I think most of them do think the same. We've been exchanging our opinions, you know, especially during breakfast or in the evenings. We go back and we have lots of pictures, we have lots of faces, we have lots of conversations and moments we're taking with us in a very unorganized form. But that's no problem. The challenge is when we are back to put them in such an order that we can work with them in the future. This was our goal, to come here, to take ingredients, good ingredients for us and with us in order to be able to build upon. So there is a wonderful path in front of us for all of us to walk and maybe to crossroads again. You never know. Inshallah. Inshallah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yes, for being.
First of all, thank you for having us here in the name of all of our students. And second, Ms. Shahraz, in the name of our A-level course, we would like to thank you for spending so much of your valuable time with us. You've been so generous in helping us, whether helping us to visit the Whittington Girls' School or the many religious places we see today. It was an enriching journey for all of us. Though our time was so limited, we will cherish those memories from our time we could spend together. We feel ourselves as ambassadors of the MACFEST motto, spread honey, not hate, and we will carry it in our hearts.
Thank you.
We are all very happy to hear that you will be thinking about us in every word you will write with our pen that you got from our teachers, and we're happy to see you again one time.
Yes, yeah.
So my name is Lucas Meyer and I'm 22 years old and I'm happy to be here in Manchester and visit this MACFEST because I found so many new visibles. So it's unbelievable to be in such a multicultural scene because in Germany we are so separately and here all comes together. It's so absolutely nice. It's not even the culture, it's even the food. It's something new, I would say. So I'm absolutely happy to be here and I'm blessed to be invited here. So thank you.
Incredible, so much nice talks with very nice people. I'm very glad to see you, to connect you, to have many nice hours with you. And I say thank you very much. And I hope that other students at our school has a gift of it, a geschenk. It's very good to be for the tolerance of our students. Yes, and I hope we can get it to our lessons in politics, in history, in English, and we will be one family. That's my wish. Yes.
Thank you so much.
I'm Jonas, 19 years old, from Lower Saxony in Germany. We come from Peine, it's a small city, and we are going to the BBS Peine and to our Abitur. It's like A grade here in England. And now we will tell you something about our school trip to Manchester. Yeah, do you want to introduce yourself?
Alright, so my name is Moritz. I'm 18 years old and I'm visiting the same school as him. And I also live near Peine, that's the place where he lives. And yes, I'm going into the same class as him, so also the A grade. And yeah, I think, should we start talking about the visit?
Yeah, what did you enjoy?
So, let's start with the visit today. So, this mosque. I think it was very informative about the religion itself, and I really enjoyed looking at other people while they pray, so we kind of got to know how that simply plays off. Can I say that? Alright, that's what I mostly found very interesting.
Yeah, that's true. Before that we went also to some kind of information center or anti-racist center who informed us about the religion. It was very interesting, also with the three judges and how they fight them. It was very interesting also with the culture back in the early days. So it was all in all very interesting. And also when we went upstairs and how was your priest called again? Imam? When the Imam started praying, and it was very interesting to see how everyone followed, and what was it was very structured, and all in all it was very nice and informative.
Yes, I think to all of us it meant a lot to get the opportunity to visit a mosque like this, and I think for our general knowledge it was really important to get experience such an evening where people pray, and yes, so all in all I can say it was really informative. We had fun while visiting this mosque, and I think everybody enjoyed it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Also the food after the prayer was very delicious, to be honest, and I think it sticks the community together, so it's like one big family. So in Germany it's, I guess, also, but in the Christian religion it's more for your own, but here it's one big family. I like it.
And I also want to mention that I find it really heartwarming that so much people are volunteering and give out food to people who basically need it, and I think that's just pretty.
So my name is Selina, and our experience here is really interesting, and we learned so much about the new culture.
My name is Sophie, and it was it was an interesting experience, and it was all new, and we have good memories.
So, and the food is very delicious, and we are thankful to be here today.
I was just asked how did we enjoy our stay here at Manchester and being hosted by MACFEST, and of course I would especially like to thank the whole community of Khizra Mosque and all the team of MACFEST, especially Khizra, for having us, for being such hospitable people. We've been fed, we've been greeted, we've been accommodated, and it was an overall fun experience, and I would enjoy coming again.